Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to the eastern wing of the Stink Bug Works. Some time ago, I did a video about the motor swap I did in this, and I took out the old new motor and put in the new old motor. So now instead of an old new motor, it has a new old motor. Does that make perfect sense? I found a brand new Aviox 1005 3Y, which is like 3,400 RPM per volt. This thing is 4,500 RPM per volt. This needs, we'll talk about that. Anyway, I put this motor in so that I can run the same batteries that I run in the Mini Dom and the Eraser, that's the Porsche 88, and the boat that's going off in one of the challenges, the Cobra M450. I got a couple other boats that run that too. Anyway, I like having a standardized battery pack that will work with a bunch of boats. That's just an added bonus. Anyway, I digress. One of my viewers asked about offsetting the motor to the right. If you follow the kit, they'll have you offsetting the motor to the left, and that will put your rudder on the right. Now, some people think that having the rudder on the right is highly important. Other people think it doesn't make that much of a difference. I fall into the latter category. It just doesn't really matter that awfully much, you know. If you're competing at world championship level, maybe it might have some impact, but I still doubt it. Anyhow, I chose to just flip over this bulkhead, the transom, and the belly, because the belly has the opening for the stuffing tube. So all that got flipped over. You know, it's no big deal. It's just a mirror image. And the idea of that is it helps counteract prop walk. Now, a rigger, when set up properly, and I set this one up to ride on the prop rather than to ride on a ski, because a ski adds weight, and I was into reducing weight, not adding it. So, where was I? I was talking about the prop lifting. Oh, well. With the prop lifting, there's a lot of force on it, and it tends to want to walk. As the propeller blade, only one of them's in the water, so as it pushes the water, it kind of wants to move the back of the boat. So if you have your thrust line offset a little bit, it helps counteract that. I do that in many of my hydroplanes. Many of them. Anyway, just a quick shout out. The file that was missing. Here's the deal. AutoCAD will take a file from its location and work on it, but not necessarily save it anywhere until you tell AutoCAD where to save it. So I had AutoCAD save this drawing back to the flash drive. Okay. And then when I formatted the flash drive, I lost the drawing. But the nature of my work is such that my work product is 8.5 by 11, and I have to be able to mail it off via email to someone. So it can't be an AutoCAD drawing. It has to be something everybody in the world can open So when I print these drawings, I print them to a PDF file. So now I have this nice PDF file of my drawing, and I can mail that, and anybody in the world can open it up. Okay, so fortunately, I did the same thing with this. I created a PDF file and I left it on the desktop of the Windows 10 machine. So when I'm looking at the Windows 10 machine, I go, oh, look, PDF. Boom, there's the missing file. And it had the information that I need. I don't really need the drawing so much as the numbers. Because remember, I had all the coordinates. That drawing had the coordinates on it, and that drawing is on the desktop of the Windows 11 machine. So, with that said, I have no other commitments to make today. I very well may get started on doing some mill work and creating those the motor mount for the skedaddle jet, so I can put the way low powered lame brushed motors in there. So it's not a skipping stone. I want it to be, I want it to be reasonable. I want it to just kind of putter around. There you go. Until next time, boys and girls, jet out.